Have you ever wondered why some people achieve success while others, with the same talent and opportunities, fail miserably? In the next few minutes, you'll discover the habits that will completely transform your life based on Napoleon Hill's most powerful principles. Imagine this: you're exactly where you want to be in life, your goals accomplished, your mind focused, and an unstoppable energy driving you every day. It's not a distant dream. It's what happens when you implement these transformative habits I'm about to share with you. The great Napoleon Hill spent decades studying history's most successful people and discovered something amazing. It wasn't their innate talent that made them different, but their mental habits. As he said himself, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve." And today, I'm going to show you how to transform your mind to transform your life. Let's start with the most fundamental aspect, the foundation of all lasting success, the truth that few understand about the absolute power of the focused mind. Napoleon Hill explained it clearly. Concentration is the key to mental power. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you tried to move forward in multiple directions only to end up stuck in all of them? The first transformative habit is mastering unwavering focus. Your mind is like a laser beam. When scattered, it barely illuminates, but when concentrated, it can cut through steel. The problem is that we live in a world designed to distract us. Notifications, social media, worries, everything competes for your attention. And every time you allow your mind to jump from one thing to another, you're weakening your mental power. Napoleon Hill discovered this when he interviewed Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men in history. Carnegie could concentrate on a single problem for hours, without distractions, until he solved it. It wasn't a special gift, it was a deliberately cultivated habit. Think about your daily life. How many times do you check your phone while working? How many projects do you leave half-finished to start others? Each interruption costs you not only time, but mental power. Do this exercise right now. Identify the one task that, if completed, would have the greatest positive impact on your life. Not 3, not 5, just one. Now commit to dedicating 30 minutes of total concentration to it tomorrow. No phone, no emails, no distractions, just you and that task. Repeat this phrase: "My power grows with each moment of total concentration." This simple habit, practiced daily, will begin to transform not only your results, but the very structure of your brain. As Hill said, the habit of concentration is developed through practice and discipline. If you truly want transformative results, subscribe right now to this channel to receive more strategies like these, directly inspired by Napoleon Hill's principles. And we'll talk about that in the next point, because there's something even more powerful than focus alone. The second transformative habit is adopting definitive thinking. Napoleon Hill observed a crucial difference between successful people and others. Successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly, if at all, while ordinary people make decisions slowly and change them quickly. Do you recognize yourself in any of these patterns? Many of us live in a state of permanent indecision. We evaluate options over and over, ask everyone for opinions, delay decisions for fear of making mistakes, and when we finally decide, at the first difficulty, we change course. This habit of indecision drains your mental energy and prevents you from moving forward. As Hill said, indecision is the thief of opportunity and the enemy of progress. Imagine you're standing at a fork in the road. If you stay contemplating both options indefinitely, you'll never reach any destination. Any path, even if not optimal, will take you further than remaining paralyzed at the intersection. Think about some decision you've been postponing. Maybe it's starting that project, changing jobs, or confronting a difficult situation. Indecision is costing you more than even a wrong decision would. Practice this exercise. The next time you have to make a decision, establish a time limit. For small decisions, 5 minutes. For medium decisions, 24 hours. For big decisions, 1 week. But once the deadline arrives, decide. No excuses. Repeat this affirmation: I decide with conviction and maintain my course with determination. Do you know what happens when you adopt this habit? Your confidence grows exponentially. You no longer freeze in front of options. You move forward with determination while others continue contemplating possibilities. Napoleon Hill observed this in Thomas Edison, who made quick decisions even when they involved huge investments. Edison understood that the cost of indecision was much greater than the cost of occasionally choosing the less optimal path. The fascinating thing is that when you develop this habit, your intuition also improves. You begin to make better decisions more quickly, creating a virtuous circle that accelerates your progress toward your goals. Are you harnessing the full power of your mind? If these principles are resonating with you, give me a like right now and share this video with someone who needs to hear these truths. And now, prepare yourself for the third transformative habit, which will enhance everything we've discussed in ways you can't even imagine. The third habit that will transform your life is cultivating a burning desire. I'm not talking about simple wants or interest. I'm talking about a constructive obsession that becomes the unstoppable engine of your life. Napoleon Hill defined it as the starting point of all achievement. Most people have weak desires. They want better results, but only if it doesn't require too much effort or discomfort. They want prosperity, but they're only willing to work up to a certain point. And that's exactly why their results are mediocre. People who achieve the extraordinary cultivate a desire so intense that it becomes a positive obsession. As Hill said, desire overcomes all obstacles. When you truly desire something with enough intensity, obstacles transform into opportunities, failures into lessons, and comfort into an acceptable sacrifice. Think of someone you deeply admire. Do you think they got where they are with a lukewarm desire? Henry Ford was so obsessed with creating an affordable car for the masses that he repeatedly failed, bankrupted 2 companies, and still kept going. That's burning desire. What is there in your life that awakens that level of passion? If you can't identify something immediately, that's the problem. Without a burning desire, you rely solely on discipline and willpower, resources that quickly deplete. Do this exercise. Take a sheet of paper and write down your main goal. Then write why you want to achieve it. Don't stop at the first superficial answers. Ask yourself why at least 5 times until you reach the deep emotional motivation. That's the spark you must fan daily. Every morning and evening, read that goal and those reasons aloud with genuine emotion. As Hill taught, your desire must be definite, written, and read twice a day. This seemingly simple ritual reprograms your subconscious to focus all your energy in that direction. Do you realize how it works? When you have a burning desire, unwavering focus becomes natural, and making definitive decisions becomes easier because you have clarity about what you really want. Napoleon Hill studied more than 500 of the most successful people of his time and discovered that all, without exception, possessed this inner fire. It wasn't special talent, connections, or luck. It was a desire that overcame any obstacle. Repeat this affirmation right now. My desire is more powerful than any obstacle in my path. Are you ready to elevate your life to the next level? Because we're reaching the 4th habit, which has the power to exponentially multiply everything we've talked about so far. The 4th transformative habit is building a powerful mastermind. Napoleon Hill was the first to define this concept as the coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between 2 or more people for the achievement of a definite purpose. The truth that few understand is that no one achieves significant success alone. Look at anyone you admire, and you'll find behind them a group of people who enhance their growth. Who are you surrounding yourself with currently? Do they elevate you or limit you? Hill discovered that your mind automatically tunes into the people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by negative, complaining, or conformist people, you'll inevitably absorb that mentality. Think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their average level of ambition, optimism, discipline, and success is very likely the level at which you yourself are operating. It's a mental law that Hill repeatedly observed. The exercise you should do is to honestly evaluate your current circle. Identify who pushes you forward and who keeps you stagnant. It's not about judging anyone, but about being strategic with your mental energy and time. Then, identify at least one person who is where you want to be and find a way to spend time with them. It could be through mentoring, a course, a professional group, or even books and content if you can't access them personally. As Hill said, "It's not what you know, but who you know and how you relate to those people." The human mind works like a radio. It tunes into the frequencies it's most exposed to. Repeat this affirmation. I deliberately surround myself with people who elevate me to the next level. The power of the mastermind isn't just about networking or contacts. It's about the mental alchemy that occurs when like minds unite with a definite purpose. Hill observed that when two or more people concentrate on the same goal, they create a third mind more powerful than the sum of its parts. Andrew Carnegie, Hill's mentor, attributed much of his success to his mastermind of 50 people. Although Carnegie was brilliant, he understood that 50 minds focused on a common purpose were invincible. You don't need 50 people. Even a small group of 3 to 5 people committed to similar goals can transform your life. What matters is the quality of the relationships and the shared commitment. If you still don't have a mastermind, this could be the most transformative factor of all we're discussing today. Don't wait for others to invite you. Take the initiative and create your own group. Before continuing with the fifth and most powerful habit, I want to remind you to hit the notification bell to not miss future videos that will delve deeper into these Napoleon Hill principles. And now get ready, because the fifth habit I'm about to share is what truly separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. It's the determining factor that Hill discovered in every story of monumental success. The fifth and most powerful transformative habit is cultivating unwavering faith. I'm not talking about religious faith, although it can include it. I'm referring to what Napoleon Hill called the chemistry of the mind. Hill discovered something amazing. Belief is a mental state that can be induced or created through affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious. In simple terms, you can literally program your mind to believe in your ability to achieve what you set out to do. Why is this so important? Because your mind works to materialize what you believe in most intensely. If deep down you doubt your ability to reach your goals, your subconscious will sabotage your efforts. But when you have unwavering faith, all your mental and physical energy aligns with that goal. Most people tremendously underestimate the power of their beliefs. They think they're being realistic, when in reality they're limiting their potential with their own low expectations. Hill observed it clearly. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Notice that phrase: first conceive, visualize, and then believe. Have faith. Without belief, visualization is just fantasy. Think of something you'd like to achieve, but honestly doubt you can accomplish. That doubt is precisely what's blocking your progress. It's not external circumstances, it's your internal mental state. Here's the transformative exercise. Identify a limiting belief about yourself or what you can achieve. Maybe you think, I'm not good with numbers, I don't have discipline, or it's too late to change careers. Now write an affirmation that directly contradicts that limiting belief. If you think, I'm not smart enough for this project, your affirmation would be, I have all the intellectual capabilities necessary to master this project. The crucial thing is that you repeat this affirmation with emotion and conviction. As Hill taught, emotion is the factor that gives life to the affirmation. It's not enough to mechanically repeat words. You must feel them as if they were already reality. Hill discovered that repetition with emotion, at least twice a day for 30 days, can completely reprogram your subconscious beliefs. Does it sound too simple? The extraordinary people Hill studied used this method religiously. Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, they all used some form of autosuggestion to maintain their unwavering faith, even in the face of temporary failures. Unwavering faith has another power. It allows you to perceive opportunities that others don't even see. Your mind, programmed to believe in the possibility of success, recognizes paths and solutions that are invisible to those who doubt. Repeat with me. My faith is more powerful than my doubts and more real than any temporary obstacle. This faith is not naive optimism. It's a deliberate decision to focus your mind on possibilities instead of limitations. As Hill said, winners constantly think in terms of possible solutions, while losers continuously focus on all the reasons why something won't work. When you combine this habit with the previous four, you create an unstoppable force. Unwavering focus gives you direction, definitive thinking gives you decision, burning desire gives you momentum, powerful mastermind gives you support, and unwavering faith removes self-imposed limits. Can you imagine what your life would be like if you implemented these 5 habits daily? What could you achieve? Who would you become? The most powerful thing about these habits is that they're available to anyone who decides to cultivate them. They don't require special talent, connections, or luck. They only require decision and consistent practice. The truth that Napoleon Hill discovered and that has transformed millions of lives is this: your mind has unlimited power when you program it correctly. You are literally what you think most of the time. Today you've discovered the 5 mental habits that will transform your life: unwavering focus, definitive thinking, burning desire, powerful mastermind, and unwavering faith. These aren't theories, they're principles proven by history's most successful people. The real power of these habits isn't in knowing them, but in applying them. As Hill said, knowledge is not power, it is potential power. It becomes power only when organized into definite plans of action. I invite you to choose one of these habits and implement it for the next 30 days. Observe how it begins to transform your mind, your actions, and your results. I want you to comment below with this commitment. I choose to transform my life by implementing the habit of choose one of the 5 for the next 30 days. Your public declaration will strengthen your commitment and inspire others to join in this transformation journey. Remember, what determines your destiny isn't external circumstances, but your internal mental habits. As Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. If this video has provided you value, subscribe right now, hit the notification bell, and share it with someone who needs to hear these transformative truths. Together, we can create a movement of people with an unstoppable mindset, focused on achieving the greatness within them. Your greatest version is waiting for you. The only question is, are you ready to become it?